There's a story that has puzzled people for thousands of years. A man swallowed whole by a giant fish, and he survived inside its body for 3 days. Is this just an old legend, or could something like this actually happen? Today, we're diving into the story of Jonah and what science says about surviving inside a fish. Let's start with the story itself. In the Bible, Jonah was told to deliver a difficult message to a city called Nineveh, but Jonah didn't want to go, so he ran. He got on a ship sailing in the opposite direction. A massive storm hit the sea. The sailors panicked. They believed the storm was punishment, and somehow they were right. Jonah told them to throw him overboard, so they did. The moment he hit the water, a giant fish appeared and swallowed him whole. Jonah stayed inside the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. Then the fish spit him back out onto dry land. Now here's where things get interesting. Could a human actually survive inside a fish for 3 days? Let's look at the numbers. The only fish large enough to swallow a person whole is the sperm whale. Yes, a whale, not technically a fish, but the closest real match to the story. Sperm whales have swallowed large prey before, giant squids, even sharks. But here's the problem. Inside a whale's stomach, there's almost no oxygen. Digestive acid starts breaking down anything that enters within minutes. Doctors say a human could survive maybe a few minutes, not 3 days. However, in 1891, a sailor named James Bartley reportedly told a story that shocked the world. He claimed he was swallowed by a sperm whale and survived inside it for several hours before being rescued. Some newspapers reported it as fact. Other researchers have called it exaggerated or even completely made up. To this day, no verified case exists of a human surviving inside a whale or fish for 3 full days. So if science says 3 days is basically impossible, how did Jonah survive? Some believers say it wasn't natural at all. They believe it was a miracle, something outside the rules of biology completely. But that raises another question. If it takes a miracle to explain it, does that mean the story was never meant to be tested by science in the first place? And here's something many people don't realize. Jonah's story isn't only in the Bible. It also appears in the Quran, where Jonah, known as Yunus, survives inside the fish as well, which means this isn't just one religion's story. It's shared across 2 major faiths. But that brings up more controversy. Historians have pointed out that surviving inside a large sea creature isn't unique to Jonah. Similar swallowing myths appear in other ancient cultures too, long before these religions existed. So which came first? Did one story inspire the others? Or did different cultures simply imagine the same idea separately? Nobody knows for certain. Here's another question skeptics often ask. Did the ancient writers know that one day humans would explore the ocean, study whale stomachs, measure oxygen levels, and test if this was even physically possible? Or did they simply believe the story exactly as it was told, without expecting anyone to question it thousands of years later? Some say ancient people weren't trying to write science, they were trying to write meaning. Others say if a story claims to be real, it should be able to survive real questions. So here's something to think about. If a story isn't scientifically possible, but it's still believed by millions of people today, does that make it false? Or does it mean truth can exist in more than one way? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments.